What's up my lovely friends, hope you guys are doing fantastic. So DJI Avata 2 has hit the market. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but you must have understood. So in this video we will be talking about FPV drones, why these drones are different from the regular drones, what makes them unique. Then I'll compare Avata 2 with the original Avata and see what's new and noteworthy. At the end, I'll tell you about some unique feature about this new drone which are quite unique. So please watch this video till the end, and if you like this type of content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. First of all, let's quickly understand what makes FPV drone different from the regular drones. Our normal drones are slow and capable of capturing cinematic footage. On the other hand, FPV drones capture action-packed footage. Mostly these drones are used in action sequences in the film. Now you must be like, wow, it's cool, we should get into FPV, right? But the problem is, this is a very complicated thing. For example, if normal drones run at speed of 40 km per hour, FPV drones run at the speed of 100 or 140 km per hour. And the cherry on the top is that these drones doesn't have any sensor. For example, they don't come with a GPS position hold or any obstacle avoidance sensors. So if something comes in front of it, it will collide, brake and crash. Until some time ago, if you wanted to get into the hobby of FPV drones, it wasn't like just buy the drone. You had to build them. It means you had to buy motors, propellers, frame, processor, and then solder them together, tweak the setting in the computer software. Then you are ready to fly. And not only that, when it's come to the FPV drones, it's not like you just take the drone out, pick up the controller and you are ready to fly. You need an FPV goggle as well, which receive the live transmission from your drone, and what you see is actually the view of the drone in your goggle. Now in the current time, getting into FPV hobby has become somewhat easier because of the arrival of DJI. Currently DJI has two drones in the FPV lineup. First one is their original DJI FPV drone and the other one is a bit lightweight, which is called Avata. It became quite famous because it's a Cinewhoop style drone. A Cinewhoop drone is generally smaller, sturdy, and it has a built-in frame around its propeller, which can protect the motor. So if it collides with something, it will not break easily. Now the new drone that has come is Avata Mark II, and it comes with many improvements. Now let's move forward in the comparison. First, let's talk about the feature that are the same in both the drone. And we start with the maximum takeoff altitude, which is for both the drone is 5000 meter. Both the drones have a turtle mode, which basically means that if your drone collided with something and fell into the bushes where you can't reach it, you can activate this mode. And suppose if your drone fell upside down, with the help of this mode, you can flip it up and then fly it back up in the sky. And that's how you can retrieve your drone with the help of this turtle mode. And this mode is available on both the model. Both drones have around 38 kilometers per hour of wind resistance. The operating temperature of both drones, as claimed by the company, range from -10 degrees to 40 degrees. FPV drones are mostly designed for video filming purpose. Nobody use FPV drones for taking stills, but still if you are interested, both have a 12 megapixel of still resolution and both can capture photos in JPEG format. There is no RAW option available. The maximum shutter speed in both the drones is 1/8000. Now let's talk about the gimbal. Both drones come with single axis gimbal, which means you can get the tilt action but not the pan action. Now if you are familiar with the world of FPV drone, you will know that mostly FPV drones don't come with a gimbal. This has started with the DJI drones only. This is actually giving you an ability to adjust your camera trail while drone is still in flight. It's a pure gold. Now let's talk about the difference in these drones. Avata 2 has a little change in its design, and as a result it has become a bit compact and lightweight. Earlier the weight of the original was 410 grams. Now the weight of the new drone is 377 grams. So there is quite a bit of weight reduction. Although if you think that it falls under the 250 gram category, unfortunately it doesn't. Due to the reduction in weight, its flight time has also increased. The flight time of the older drone was approximately 17 to 80 minutes as the company claimed, but the real life runtime was around 13 to 14 minutes. In Avata 2, the flight time has increased to 23 minutes on the book, but in real world, you will get around 18 minutes of flight time. Although this increased in the flight time doesn't look much, especially if we compare it with the DJI regular drones like DJI Air 3. But in the world of FPV, flight time of 17 to 18 minutes is just amazing. Now talking about the speed, which is very important for an FPV drone. In Avata drones, there are three modes: normal mode, sport mode and manual mode. There is no change in the speed in the normal mode and manual mode in both the drones, which is 28.8 km in normal mode and 97.2 km per hour in manual mode. But there is a change in the speed in the sports. In the older drone, you would see a speed of 51 km per hour in the sports mode. Now in the new drone, you get a speed of 57 km per hour in the sport mode. Maximum flight distance has also changed a bit. In older drone, you can get maximum flight distance of 11 km, which has now increased to 13 km in the new drone. In the old drone, you used to get 20 GBs of internal storage, but in the new drone, you will get respectable space of 46 GB. Now let's talk about the camera spec. And there's a huge jump here. In the old drone, you get 1.7 inch sensor, whereas in the new drone, you get 1.3 inch sensor, which is a significant improvement. Due to this larger sensor, the low light performance of this new drone and the dynamic range has improved drastically. It can now capture a proper 10-bit color, whereas the old drone was only limited to 8-bit colors. This change in the camera spec also gives some boost in the low light performance. When flying in the automatic mode, you were limited to ISO 6400. After switching it to manual mode, you could go up to ISO 25600. But now in the new drone, there is no such limit. You can use the full range of ISO in any mode. Talking about the video resolution, both drones can capture 4K up to 60p maximum video resolution. In the new drone, along with 16:9 aspect ratio, you can also capture 4:3, which is a box mode. Footage captured in 4:3 mode can be used for both vertical and horizontal format. The advantage of 4:3 was not possible in the older drone. When it's come to slow motion, you can capture 120p slow motion in 2.7K resolution in both the drones. Now talking about the video format, both the drones provide MP4 format. However, in the new drone, you also get the option of H.264 and H.265 codec. If we talk about the maximum video bitrate, in the new drone, you get a maximum video bitrate of 130 Mbps, whereas in the older drone, you get maximum video bitrate of 150 Mbps. Now it seems like the old drone provide more data, meaning better quality. However, one reason for this could be H.265 codec, which is better and more efficient codec. When a codec is more efficient, it tends to produce better quality with less data. So it is possible that due to this inclusion of H.265, that you are getting a better quality without recording the massive data size. Because the new drone capture color in 10-bit and has improved sensor, you also get a proper D-Log M profile, which is more flatter and capture more dynamic range. Additionally, you also get the option to shoot HDR video. You get electronic image stabilization in both drones. However, in the new drone, you get Rocksteady 3.0, which is the latest version, while in the old drone, you get the previous version. In both drones, you also get the horizon lock option, where regardless of how you maneuver your drone, your horizon will remain level in the captured footage. Talking about sensing, the older drone only had downward sensing, while the new drone offers both downward and backward sensing. Now don't get confused with the sensing, as there is no obstacle avoidance in either of these drones. Sensing simply means that if you fly these drones indoor where GPS signal is not available or satellite signal is not accessible, they will stabilize themselves by sensing the surrounding object. Final difference lie in the video transmission. I'm not aware of the video transmission capability of the older drone. I guess it was O3, but in the new drone, you get O4. Now let's talk about the unique feature of new Avata 2 drone. The original Avata 1 drone had a major complaint. People found it extremely noisy. Whenever it flew, it made so much noise that it grabbed attention of everyone instantly. The issue of noise has been addressed in Avata 2. It's not been completely silent, but compared to the older one, there is a significant difference in the noise level due to changes in its design, frame and propellers. In the world of FPV drones, there is this thing called acro mode, where your drone perform acrobatics like flip, rolls and sharp turns in the air. It was lacking in the older DJI Avata, but they have added this feature in the new Avata 2 and makes it effortless for users. The new motion controller has option for different acrobatic moves, allowing users to choose and execute them with just the press of a button. Earlier, when you flew a drone with goggles, you could only see what drone saw, adding to the thrill. But now, with the Wi-Fi live feed option, you can take a live feed on your phone or an iPad, and you can share the experience with other or use it for production purposes. Previously, when we use goggle, our view would get blocked. You would be standing while the drone is flies, unaware if someone might come unexpectedly, leading to an accident. With the picture-in-picture option in the new goggle, you are aware of your surrounding, enabling you to know where you stand to avoid any accident, and you enable it by just double tapping it on the goggle. Now let's talk about the price difference between these two drones. Avata 2 starts from 999. You are getting fly single battery option where you will get a goggle 3, RC motion controller 3 and a drone and with a single battery. While the original Avata would cost you $829 and you will get Explorer combo. Here you will get a drone, a goggle, Integra Black and RC motion controller 2 with a single battery. So you can see there is a difference of $170. Now you tell me what's your thought on this new drone, and would you like to go for this new drone or would save some money and still stick to the older one?